Hi, we're back to talk about our lovely brains and how we can actually fall apart at times. Perfect illustration of what it takes to put us back together. Our brain is a fantastic tool. It's a fantastic way, an operating machine that keeps us alive, healthy and functioning. But at times it can process information in the wrong way. It can help us make us feel overwhelmed and just cause us stress and anxiety. If you think of our brain just like this sponge here. So this sponge here represents what is going on. It's all your thoughts, everything that's going on in your brain on a day-to-day basis. And what we do in life is we come along and we start to pour in things that are going on. And this brain absorbs some of this. And some of it goes deep down within it. Some of it starts to leak out. And I'm going to move my lovely model before it gets too wet. And as we continue through life, we might be pouring more and more things in here. We'll be pouring things about work, relationships, bills, life things. And then what happens? Eventually, the good old sponge, your good old brain, will just feel too overwhelmed. You'll just be pouring in too much stuff for us to handle. And slowly but surely it starts to leak out everywhere, starts to cause a mess. And us being who we are as humans, we concentrate on the mess it's making. We instantly reach for something to try to mop up, to try to understand what is going on in there, other than sorting out what we're actually pouring in the first place. What we need to do, what we need to understand is how can we stop this flood of information, negativity happening in our life, the experiences, the people around us that don't help us and support us. So we can reduce the flow of anxiety, the flow of stress that goes into our brain to start with. Therefore, you're going to stop creating such a mess in your life in different ways. All this stress and all this anxiety and all this stuff that we're pouring in can come from lots of different areas. People think it have to be big events, big things that happen in our lives. It can be those small things like social media. What are you exposing yourself to? If you think about it, you make our houses, where we live, as comfortable as possible for us to live in. We put nice things out. We make it so it feels pleasant and relaxing for us. And then what can happen? We expose ourselves to negativity, to bad things on social media, to all this stuff that's going on in the world. And it can feel overwhelming when we're exposing it to our brain over and over again. That's just one example of what's happening. Our workplace environment could be toxic. The person we sit next to or work with a lot could be quite feeling low in themselves or could be having their own issues. Our brain will soak some of that up and you will find yourself possibly starting to struggle now and again if you expose yourself to that sort of negativity. Try thinking about what's going on for you. Try having a think about what small changes you could make to stop yourself from pouring all this stuff into your fantastic, amazing brain. Until next time, I'm going to say bye and I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks.